Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Lee. This is JLeesCorner. It's almost bedtime, so it's dark, okay? But this is my review for Love at the Lockup. This is Season 3, Episode 2, okay? If you have not done so already, please come over to subscribe to my channel and welcome out JayBird. Dun, 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 dun. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. It's really 1:36 and all that goodness and stuff. Okay, now let's get ready to do some breathing. Okay, y'all ready to go with me now? Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Okay, and relax, relate, release, okay? And make sure to center yourself. And whoever's around you, center them too. It's a lot going on in the world, people gotta get that do. You know, like, comment, share, okay? You want to follow me on IG and on Twitter at J_Lees_Corner. Okay, look in the description box for other stuff that you may want to know about me or my channel and all of that. Okay, so first up, okay, the first couple we have is John. And what's her name? Christina. Okay, so John is going to get Christina in a limo. Okay, in a whole limo. I still feel like he should not be around children, but we're going to leave that alone, okay? And now he brings up how he wants to pick her up in this makeshift chapel. Okay? This is where he wants to take her to so they can get married. He's going to pick her up with the limousine outside the prison and bring her to this chapel mobile, okay, to get married. I'm like, Lord Jesus. Now, he do bring up how he has been married before and how he married the same woman twice. But either way go, all his marriages and relationships have never been long-lasting, okay? Meaning, he be on some bullshit, marry whoever he like real quick, okay? Don't be doing that. Just stop that or whatever. But he brings up life is too short. Life is too short, so I have to live my life, okay? And I'm going to live it with Christiana, okay? But I'm like, no. Now he brings up how, you know what I'm saying, that she told him, I love you. But I'm not in love with you because we haven't even had any sexual relations just yet. But he's going to still ask her to marry him anyway. I say that's just stupid, okay? It doesn't make any sense, okay? Now we then see that Christina gets out, okay? Boom, this is Christina now. Now she brings up how I'm gonna make her picture that big. Now she brings up how she has been in and out of prison for 14 years. She's only 35, okay? She is 3 years younger than me, okay? She's younger than me. Okay, anyway, so, you know, but she brings up how the reason that she has been in and out of jail all these years is because she was a burglar, okay, out here burglaring houses, but she was breaking in, stealing money and stuff because she was on drugs. She was doing things to support her drug habit of cocaine, meth, and crack. Okay, I'm like, wow. So yeah, she's a whole, when you have cocaine, meth, and crack, that's a drug addict, okay? But she brings up how this time getting out will be different. Mainly because John is a different kind of man, okay? John isn't on drugs. Are we sure? Okay. And how he gives her love and attention and affection, things that she did not get before. And the guys or people she was around before was just still doing bad things. And John isn't. So she's happy to be with him because he accepts me for who I am. And that's all I ever wanted. I mean, but if you are a drug addict and he accepts you for a drug addict and you're going to still do drugs, I don't want him to accept you for that. Now, if you mean he accepts you for your past, when you used to be, when you're not clean, then okay. But I don't need this to be the Clint and Tracy. Don't want that, okay? But she's seen, I have to get her voice down. It's real raspy. I gotta get it down, but I can't because I only heard her talk one time. But she seems like she really loves him. Like she really, you know what I'm saying? That she's happy that she's found him. Okay, after all this time or whatnot. Now we do see they walking. Oh my God, it's a limo. Are we taking that all the way to the halfway house? And he's like, no, not at all. Okay, so they get down to the car. And he then gets down on one knee and proposes. Would you be my wife? And as you see, the limo driver was shocked. Okay. Now, what I will say is, when she came out, I loved her leg tattoo. You can't see it right here. I'm like, her leg, it was just, it was abroad and it was out in the public or whatever. So again, we will see what happens, because again, he asked her and she just looked shocked. Okay, but she didn't answer just yet. I'm like, girl, say no. I feel like she gonna say yes, but I mean, like, what else she got to lose? Because she can say yes, because they're not gonna be together right now. She has to go to a halfway house. Okay, she can say yes and see where it goes from here. Now we then have Scott and Lindsey. Okay, Scott. Scott's top lip isn't swollen. That's just his top lip. I say that because they showed a picture of him in 2018 and his lip still looked like that. So whatever's up with his lip, it's just, that's how his lip is. I don't want nobody teasing that man, okay? That could be some kind of, deformity. We don't want to tease that man about that. Anyway, so Lindsey's getting out. He has to go meet her somewhere on the outside and whatever. Now he brings up how she like this and she like that. Now she say, I can't wait to get out and see Scott and see my 10-year-old daughter. Okay, I also want extra clothes and jewelry to make me feel normal when I get out. Now Scott then said he spent about $2,500 on her new phone, because she wanted a $1,200 phone. Okay, I'm like, it must be an iPhone. And he got her some new clothes and some makeup or whatever for the first day out. I'm like, if she going to a halfway house, what she need all that stuff for? I guess they still need clothes over there. But still, I'm like, $2,500, boy, right? And he bought her like a velour jumpsuit. I'm like, damn, tracksuit, but whatever. He's 50. He don't know no different. Anyway, we then see he brings up how he's in Mississippi. Okay. She is in California in prison, and she's going to get out of prison in California, take a flight from California to Atlanta, and then take a flight from Atlanta to Mississippi, where she would then be there, because she's going there. She's going to the halfway house in Mississippi. And so he said, but I haven't talked to her, but maybe for about 15 minutes, because the phone time she has is limited. So he's like, that was the plan, and that's what's supposed to happen. So we hope that's what happened. Or what I said, I don't think that's we're going to have to see. Now he brings up how he doesn't think that she's a troublemaker. I don't think that she's a troublemaker, even though she's in prison and she's done things. I don't think that she's a troublemaker, okay? I feel that trouble finds her because she is a beautiful young white girl. I said, this motherfucker here. I was like, what? If anyone can be out of trouble, if there's any person on this earth who could avoid trouble finding them, it is young, beautiful white women. Okay? They're the most protected thing on this earth. Okay? You mean to tell me you feel like she ain't did nothing to get in trouble? Trouble found her because she is a young, beautiful white girl. Scott, I just want you to know I don't like you for that whole comment. Okay? You get on all the nerves I have. Okay? That was the dumbest shit I've ever heard a man say, okay? And I've heard plenty of dumb shit from men. Anyway, but he brings up how I'm sure, because she's smart, that she did not want to go back to prison, because again, she isn't a troublemaker. I was like, bruh, she was doing 100 on the freeway with a whole bunch of meth in her car. She's fucking trouble, okay? Now in prison, she says how since she's been locked up, okay, she's been written up 8 times because she is bad at being good. Because she's a drug dealer and an addict. Okay, but let's move on past that. Now we do see Scott goes because he's meeting up with her mom, who was really her grandmother, but she calls her mother because she raised her, and her daughter, who is 10. Now, the producers asked Scott, well, Scott, do you think that she's scamming you? Because again, he hasn't met her in person. He has met her in person, but because, it's probably a trick. Anyway, he brings up how, well, no, because she invited me over to her mom's house for Thanksgiving dinner, okay? And I was there with her family. So, of course, it can't be a scam, because who would let a random man be around their family? A person in prison who know random man has money, and he will pay for her lifestyle in prison, her mama's lifestyle out of prison, her daughter's lifestyle, okay? What, are you dumb? Dumb diddy. Okay. Anyway, he brings up how, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna go meet up with them or whatnot, because I'm cool with the people or whatnot. Okay. Now we do see her mom, her daughter. Okay, boom, that's them. And the daughter, who's only 10, brings up how my mom only raised me for like half my life, and I do miss her. But she also brings up how, but Scott is nice. He's a nice person, because he buys me things. He bought me tons of clothes and stuff for school. Matter of fact, he bought the outfit I'm wearing right now. I say, oh, so Scott is the beneficiary. Okay, he's the pocketbook of it all. I'm like, it's just crazy. Now the mom, again, who was really her grandmother, but again, she raised Lindsey, not Lindsey's daughter. She raised Lindsey. So this is really Lindsey's great grandmother that's taking care of her. And because Lindsey's 27, her daughter is 7, so she had a daughter at 17. So great grandma is just, younger, whatever. Anyway, we then see the mom bring up how Lindsey was a great kid. Like, she was in school, she was smart, she was in college, and, then out the blue, she just changed. Lindsey brings up how once she started doing meth, that she dropped out of college. She stopped working because she was doing selling drugs. She said, I had to sell drugs to make enough money to support my drug habit. I wasn't making enough money working my regular job to afford my drug habit. So I quit my regular job to sell drugs, to do drugs. She then says, I figured, what was the point of me going to college to get a job if I was already making about 10 grand selling drugs, because you were spending the 10 grand on drugs. I'm like, you know what? The fact that you were in prison saying I didn't understand the reason to stay in college will probably stay out of prison and off drugs, okay? Say no to drugs. But I digress, okay? The mom brings up, and she's crying, because she's missed 4 years of her daughter's life, okay? She's missed the good times, and I'm saying, I don't want... Lady, Lindsey seems like when she gets out, she gonna be a handful, okay? Let's just say that. Now, Scott brings up how the daughter's father is in the picture a little bit, okay? He's here, he's there, but he's not really actively always there as he should be, you know what I'm saying? And people can only be as involved as they allow themselves to be. He brings up how he himself had a 20-year-old son who was killed in a car accident in 2017, like a single car accident. He said him and his friend both were like killed on impact of this car accident. He says how, it was devastating for him to lose his son, because his son was like his everything for those 20 years or whatever. And he's like, I just never want to lose another person that I love. And I feel like me dating Lindsey is the second chance for both of us to get our lives back on track. I'm like, I feel like you lost one child. You don't have to date one. You don't have to fix Lindsey because you lost your son. I feel like he wants to fix Lindsey and just be her beneficiary because he lost his son. But I digress, okay? So that's what we just gonna wait and see, if what happens with that. Because he asked the mama if she has talked to Lindsey, and she says no. So no one talked to Lindsey, even though she's supposed to be out of prison today, okay? Then we have Jessica and Maurice. Now, Jessica's going to pick up Maurice, and she's all happy to go pick up her black husband from prison, who she knew for 3 months, okay? And they got engaged. And then 3 months after that, they got married. I'm like, girl, come on now. Now, she brings up how I love him, but I do feel like, I'm saying, it'll be different once he's out of prison. You think not? Y'all have been talking via, prison PayPal and prison mail and prison phone call and prison visits. You don't know that, man. Truth be told, you don't, okay? But I digress. Now, she brings up how for the last 2 years, they have been together for 4.5 years. They've been married for 4 of those years. However, for 2 of those years, she has not seen him in person because he got in trouble for allegedly bringing drugs into the prison. And so she was not allowed to see him, for the past 2 years. I say that must mean that she was the one bringing him the drugs. I think she's a drug addict. She seems like she could possibly be on drugs too, a little spaced out or whatever. We're gonna have to see. So, she brings up how while he was locked up, before the whole drug situation, that they did have conjugal visits because again they was married. So because they was married, they could have conjugal visits or whatever. And sex was great. He was like, he can go all night. I'm like, so in prison, you spend the night at the prison? I always thought that you came for a couple hours and then went home. How you know you can go all night if you ain't been there all night? But I digress. Okay, she goes to see. I'm gonna wear a really really short dress, tight that shows off my legs and my boots because when I would go visit him, he would only see me in like jogging outfits and long dresses. I'm like, bitch, y'all had sex. If y'all had sex, he seen you naked. Okay, anyway. But I get you want to look good for your man or whatever. Now she gets there and she brings it because she's outside waiting for him to come out. And I don't know why they say, oh, he said that he'll get out at around 7. It does not mean that at 7:01 he gonna walk out, okay? That's not how it goes. Sometimes they can get out an hour or two later or an hour or two earlier, okay? Leave it be, okay? It's not down to a science. But she's nervous because again she ain't seen him in 2 years and she don't know if he gonna be different. She then brings up how while he was in prison, before he asked her to marry him, he was talking to another girl who was sending him tons and tons of money, as she says. And but the lady supposedly he had never met her in prison. Girl, that lady, if she was sending him money, he probably went to visit. I mean, she probably went to go visit her. But I don't know. We never know. And she brings, I wonder if he was using her for money and only married me for sex. I mean, probably. Because he don't know you after 3 months. He don't know you. So, I mean, it is, but at this point, it doesn't really matter. But he gets out, okay? And he's happy to see his wife, okay? He's hugging and kissing her. I mean, he's a handsome young man. Has good skin. Nice little waves. Nice little haircut, you know what I'm saying? But I still feel like he gonna cheat soon, so we're gonna see that happen. Now he kissing and hugging on him, saying, and he's happy to be free. He said, "Fuck fuck the guards, okay, fuck that prison, fuck my friends who I met in prison." He like, fuck all that shit. I'm out, I'm free, and I'm happy to be here with my wife who loves me. Okay, now I want to go and have sex with her. I'm like, well, okay, and they was again kissing and hugging and kissing. And you can't tell me they ain't fucking the car, but she do say, "No, baby, let's go to the hotel." Because she's like, I know we can't wait to get to the house because we ain't had sex in 2 years. So they got a hotel room somewhere close by. I was like, I feel like she has some drugs in her systems, even if it's just some Percocets. She owns something, but I digress. Okay, then we have Chevelle. Boom, Chevelle. I don't like Chevelle's foundation. It looked like funeral home foundation. I want someone to get her something that moisturizes her skin. I don't like it. She looks ashy, and I don't think she's ashy. I just sometimes certain makeups don't look good on camera. Okay, now I don't wear any makeup on my face because I have really sensitive skin, so I can't wear foundation or whatever. But I feel like someone need to get her something that looks more moisturized. Anyway, so she's up getting ready to go pick up Quilon. Okay, as she calls him Quilon. His name is Quilon. Okay. Now she brings up how she struggled with men her whole life. Okay, but they always has used her. Our ex has used her, and she's girl. The fact that you picked a prisoner shows that you struggle with men, okay? Anyway, but she brings up, I fell in love with Quilon. Because she calls him Quilon, okay? Because he sent my daughter a birthday card, okay? And she's my life, okay? And when he sent her that birthday card, he ain't got shit else to do besides pay cards, okay? People in prison have all day to get real creative. But he sent, I'm like, that's it? A goddamn birthday card for your child? Girl, bye. She brings about my daughter's dead. You know what I'm saying? He ain't in the picture or whatever. And she calls Quilon her dad. I say that, nope. Don't do that. The daughter's 5. You know what I'm saying? She should not be calling your prison boyfriend dad. Like he ain't did shit for her besides her birthday card. The fuck? Okay, anyway, and I'm like, I need to know, where is the birth father? Okay, because she brings about he is not around. This is my thing. Is he in prison? If the birth father's in prison and you ain't with him, what for not? I just don't give you the birth father ain't in her life, but you then put the man who was in prison who was not in her life. She talks to her mom, okay? Boy's mom. Gotta get mom up here. Boom, there go mama, okay? And she talks to her mom, who I feel like someone should have said, Mom, don't wear the orange wig and the gold lipstick. Like, the fact that no one told her that, it makes me mad, okay? It makes me very, very upset about that. But anyway, she talking to her mom, and her mom like, look, I just need you to, be aware, okay? I've raised you to do this, that, and the other. I'm like, well, you didn't raise her to not date prisoners. You know what I'm saying? And, you basically have to do, live life on your own and whatnot and make good decisions. I'm like, girl, bye. Now, we also bring up our shit. Like, I just hope, who he told you he was, you know what I'm saying? And what he told you he would do when he get out, that he does those things and that he is that person. He ain't gonna be. Is that proper English? I don't think it's proper English. We don't really care. You know what I'm saying? Now, she brings up how she has to go get his mama. Where's his mom at? Bam. Where's his mama? Boom, right there. Okay. She has to go pick up his mom. Where he at? We're going to show Quilon, okay? Quilon. Okay, now she has to go pick up Quilon's mom because she's in town too to go get him. And she just hopes that his mom likes her. In prison, Quilon brings up how, he needs his mom's approval for him to be with Chevelle because it's his mom. Whoever he's with, his mom has to approve. I was like, we also see that he told his mom that he would move with her to Houston. He told Chevelle he gonna stay with her in Kansas City. So clearly, Quilon is still 17 in his mind because what did you lying to them both for? Like, where you coming home to? Like, do you have to be sent somewhere? Where you going, bro? I don't know. Now, she go pick his mama up or whatever, and the mom has not seen him in person 3 years, and she seems nice. You know what I'm saying? Her and Chevelle got along a little bit until they got in the car, okay? And the mama brings up how I haven't seen him in 3 years. Like, I miss my son so much. You know what I'm saying? And it's amazing to be able to see him. And I can't wait to spend some time with him when he gets out. Chevelle then said, well, how do you feel about him? You know what I'm saying? Staying here in Kansas City with me. And mama said, what? No, he told me that he was coming to Houston with me. You know what I'm saying? Because we moved to Houston from Kansas City so that once he got out, you know what I'm saying, he wouldn't be able to be around the people he used to be around. I'm like, first of all, he been gone for 12 years. I don't think some necessary people probably still around, okay? But I digress. But again, we moved for a reason, so I don't see why he would tell you, or you would think that he's staying here. She bring up, I haven't seen my son in 12 years. I want my son close to me, because he's been gone for so long. And Chevelle, I get that, but you do know, he gonna do what he want to do. For one, he's a grown man now, and he needs to live his life. And we agreed to be together here in Kansas City. So now, both of them is upset kind of with each other a little bit, because they both believe what he told them. And I'm like, well, when we get there, so I can get my son and I can leave. You can't, because she your rat. So, mama, you can't be feeling any kind of way. Girl, it's a mess. Let's just say it's a whole mess, and I feel like he on some bullshit, and I think it's because he's 17 mentally, okay? That's the only reason a grown-ass man would lie to his mom and his girlfriend about what he gonna do when he gets out of prison. Lastly, we have Sean and Denise. Destiny. So Sean, Sean. Yep, that's Sean. He looked like he getting got. So Sean has paid the $5,000 in order to get Destiny out of prison. So he calls, she calls him and whatnot. And he's like, I paid the money. I paid $5,000. But if you don't go to courts, I will owe $50,000 of my money. So I'm going to need you to not, be bullshit and not go to court. Because I heard about your, charges, your long list of these charges or whatever. Her response was, well, my past is what made me, had I not done all that and got arrested, we wouldn't be together, okay? And I need you to not judge me when you see me because I've gained 20 pounds and I don't have any makeup on. He said, I believe in you. I love you. We good. I'm looking like you do realize that she did not say, or they did not let us hear her say, yes, I'm gonna go to court. when you say something specific to someone and then they don't really respond to what you said, they on some bullshit. But I digress. Okay, we then see he goes shopping. Okay, he has to go tell his kid's mother, Kelly. Bam. This is the woman who he was with for 22 years, but never married, but had 6 kids with her. I feel like they was all on drugs at some point, but I digress. But again, he's shopping with her because their daughter, who's 16, is shopping for clothes. And then he has to tell Kelly, his ex, that I'm dating Destiny. Oh, and she's in prison. Oh, and she gets out tomorrow. Oh, and she's coming to live with me. And so now, first of all, they broke up 8 years ago. And all 6 of their children live with Kelly. Lord Jesus. Now, he like, I feel like when I tell her, she's gonna be jealous. I don't think jealousy is the right word. I think anger is a good word, okay? Now you tell I'm dating Destiny, it's getting kind of serious. She's coming back, she's getting out and she's gonna come live with me. And saying, what? Are you serious? You don't even know her. Like, you haven't met her in person. Like, how can you let someone who you haven't met in person come live with you? Like, that does not make any sense. Like, you could be getting catfish or whatever. You are a whole fool to want her to live with you, and you think she can't be around my kids, not on my goddamn watch. Okay, I ain't doing that shit. Kelly's upset. She wasn't that upset. I'm adding on to it, but again, she's like, no, she cannot be around her kids. You a whole fool. Okay, and then she also brings up, look, have you spent money on her? He's like, well, I spent like a few thousand. She's like, what? That could have been used for the kids. I'm looking like, it sure could. But he said a few thousand. He told us 35,000. Now you spent 5,000 today on her. And he brings up how he's moved money around from his 401k and his savings to give Destiny the money. I'm like, you spend money from your 401k and your savings on a bitch in prison who you have never met before in real life? You're a dumb diddy. 8 rounds here, okay? And then Kelly brings up, I was with you for 22 years. 22 years, and I was not good enough for you to marry me, but I was good enough to have your kids. I cannot, but she's upset. Okay, because you did not want to marry me with this new bitch who you just met and you don't know. You want to marry her and have what? And again, I don't think it's jealousy. I think it's anger. I pushed out 6 babies. Who knows the bullshit she had to endure to be with him? Okay, or vice versa. I don't know. Now, but she makes it clear, you cannot have her around my kids until I meet her and I am comfortable with her around my children. And you need to tell our daughter that you know what's going on. I'm assuming the daughter may be one of the older kids or whatnot, because the daughter's 16. Now, he tells his daughter, hey, daddy met a lady. Okay, what else? She's in prison, but she's getting out and she's gonna come live with me. And the daughter just starts crying like, it's like you're moving too fast. It's like, why did you have to move in? He said, well, she don't have nowhere else to go. Like, what I'm saying? She needs somewhere to live, and we're gonna try to be together. And she said, it's just like, it's like you're trying to start a new family. And I'm like, are you a deadbeat dad? Like, why would she think that? I'm saying? You ain't doing something right. Damn it, Sean. Anyway, he said, no. Like, he like this because, me and mom aren't together. Like, that does not mean that me dating someone else and have no live with me means I'm trying to make a new family to leave y'all alone. I love you. I wouldn't do that. Blah, blah, blah. And the daughter didn't, I just need her to prove to me that she really loves my dad, you know what I'm saying? And she not just using him. Scott must have gotten used over the years, and he's just, he's used to being used, and that's why she would say, you trying to replace us. Because every time new vagina come around, you move her in, and we don't like it or whatever. And this one just happens to be in prison, okay? I'm like, Lord Jesus Christ, okay? But that was the whole episode. That was it. Gotta go. Love you all.